Hello everyone, this is Dr. Debanjan. I'm a psychiatrist from NIMHANS. I hope you're all doing well, keeping safe in these unprecedented times. We are all sad. The untimely death of a brilliant young actor like Sushant Singh Rajput has left all of us speechless. I myself do not get enough time to watch movies, but even when I heard yesterday, it was pretty shocking to me. What can make someone take away his or her own life at a blink? The number of productive years in a promising actor's life got cut as he expired just at the age of 34. What is ironic and surprising is that now, after his demise, there have been innumerable theories, words, claims about him probably suffering from depression, multiple stress factors, issues with personal life, etc. And this has been going on for 6 months or 1 year, according to some sources that I have been reading in the media. Don't you think that for the last 6 months, if we could have people around him, if they would have probably detected it, rather than retrospectively speculating now, a young life could have been saved? Probably. Study says that two-thirds of all suicides are preventable. Between the age of 15 to 40 years, it is one of the leading causes of death, and we lose number of young people to this sad social evil. It's not always about mental disorders. Cumulative and collective factors can also lead to impaired mental well-being. The quality of life, the psychological and emotional health of a person can get affected. And depression, if it happens, is an illness. It is just like diabetes or hypertension or any other medical illness for that purpose. It's just not feeling sad. So many times I come across people telling, oh, you're just feeling a little sad. Go and talk to your friends, just, have a drink, things will go back to normal. Sadly, they don't. Like any other disorders, it needs treatment. And most importantly, it needs recognition. 1.5% of the entire world's population die due to suicide. And surprisingly, 17% of that lot is from India. We need to be concerned as the number of suicides, especially in the younger population, have been increasing in our country over the years. It often takes a big social reaction, something like a celebrity suicide or someone known to media, to stir an immense mental health awareness. But that shouldn't be the case. Mental health, as termed by the World Health Organization, is one of the most important facets of public health. Who has told there can be no health without mental health? Just that because we can feel the other organs of our body, but we cannot see, but can only feel our mind, we often neglect it. And that leads to unfortunate incidents like this. Suicides can be prevented. Yes, they can. If we keep a close watch on our friends, on our family members, even the next door neighbor or the person sitting next to you in your office could be contemplating suicide. It's not just the lives lost. For every completed suicide, that is somebody dying out of suicide, there might be 8 to 10 more self-harm or suicidal attempts which are unsuccessful. And that can lead to more social stigma and increase the risk of further suicides. If somebody has a history of mental disorder, has been receiving treatment, is alone, isolated, doesn't have enough social support, is going through immense stress, and likely living alone, and has a family history of suicide or a mental disorder, increases the risk. There are certain things that we call red flags. If a person has expressed the wish to harm himself or herself, if you find a notable change in his or her behavior, tried to procure pills, tried to overdose, have not been coming to your office or not meeting you, totally confined inside the room, immediate professional help is necessary. Waiting might lead to loss of a life. A study had mentioned that more than 80% of people who attempted suicide had visited or sought some sort of medical help a month prior to their attempt. But unfortunately, they have not been detected, not because of any incompetency or people being aversive towards them, but again, because probably a celebrity suicide or a media stir is necessary for us to reconsider the importance of something which should always be important, irrespective of an incident. Every day, thousands of people commit suicide. But unfortunately, we discuss about it only when we feel the need to. Particularly during the unprecedented pandemic situation, there have been a lot of psychological stresses. People losing their jobs, domestic abuse, staying away from families for a prolonged time, the prolonged lockdown, economic crunches, crisis, work from home, the uncertainty and fear of the pandemic, more than just the medical effects of the virus, the emotional and the social effects are far long lasting. And for the next few months to come, it's just going to increase. So it's a request, my dear friends, to everyone who is listening out, please take care of yourself physically and mentally, and be aware of all others around you, so that you do not have to glance back after an unfortunate incident and consider that he or she was depressed. If we understand it now, it is treatable and preventable. Every life is worth living, and all of us can be gatekeepers preventing suicide. With that message, let's hope for the best and stay safe, stay healthy.